All right, so we got my man Clark here, man, joining us. St. Louis, all the way out here, man. We're watching us play. What do you guys think about the game? We out here for the homecoming game. Our guys
What's going on, YouTube? Your boy, the Legend 5 here, man, coming back at you once again with another one. Today, we're going to talk about the NFL Combine, man, as the NFL Combine has kicked off. But you already know, first things first, man, we got to pay justice. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment below, man. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Now, back to it, man. The Combine has kicked off, as we all know, man, about this time in. Unfortunately, man, from last year's team, Colorado's program has only produced one prospect in the Combine this year, taking place in Indianapolis. Right? Not saying that other guys won't get an opportunity to come in as a free agent or something like that. But right now, man, Zay Weaver is the only guy in the draft. And we all wish him the best of luck, you know that. Colorado's program, though, has not produced a first-round pick since Nate Solder, man, back in 2011. Coach Prime's looking to change that. And I think that's going to happen next year, right? We all expect it to happen next draft, right? So with Travis and Shador being for sure first-rounders, Shiloh is a first-rounder. Those are three guys right there off the top of my head that's first-round caliber players, right? So that's going to change. So that streak right there of not having a first rounder will definitely come to an end next season. But with us almost certainly that Coach Prime would change those things, man. For now, Xavier Weaver is the only guy holding down for this scouting combine in Indianapolis. Weaver last season caught 68 passes for 908 yards, and we all know he could have got a stack. He could have got the 1,000 easily, but he opted to sit out the last game. Respectfully, man, as he's, was already looking forward to transitioning into his new career journey in the NFL, man, and getting ready for this combine, So much respect to him, man. I wish him the best of luck, man. I hope he performs well. I know he will perform well, and he will do great things in the league. He was a fifth-year senior at Colorado last season, and they got him projected to more than likely be a late-round pick. So, we can look back at some of the past Colorado picks, man, if you will, and just think of what they had back in the day. So looking at like Colorado's picks from back in the day, they produced 24 first-round picks in their history that played for the Colorado Buffs at Boulder. Guys such as the bigger name guys that I'm aware of, such as Michael Westbrook. Michael Westbrook played back in the 90s. He was a big-time receiver, man. I think he finished his career with 2,500 yards. He was an All-American in the 1992 season as a sophomore. And everybody believed very high in Westbrook's upside, right? Like, he was a big boy, man. He was 6'3", 220 pounds. Like, back in those days, that was huge. Back in those 90s, man, that was like equivalent to, somebody being 6'5" nowadays, right? Like, you just didn't have very big wide receivers at that time and era. But, he got into the rhythm. He developed, and I think he did okay, right? He did okay. A lot of guys would probably say he didn't do that well in the NFL, but I liked Westbrook. I thought he did okay. A lot of times it's not the player, it's the systems they fall into. So always keep that in mind. But he went number 4 overall in 1995. Number 4 overall in 1995, man. So that is a pretty solid place to go in the top 5. Come on, man. The guy had the tangibles, man, to go top 5. So that's big stuff from Michael Westbrook. Also, we had Rashad Salaam. Rashad Salaam was the number 21 overall pick in 1995. Same draft, right? Kind of gives you the feel of our team coming together next season when we're gonna have Travis and Shador and Shiloh and those guys coming out. So this team was special. So what I'm trying to say is this team, man, I think this team is gonna be really special that you're gonna see this coming up season. Because this team right here, the 95 team was really special. Or the 94-95 team was really special. Rashad Salam won the Heisman. He rushed for over 2,000 yards his last year at Colorado, man. He had 24 touchdowns. So that is big. Once again, to rush for over 2,000 yards back then was a very, very hard. It's hard to do no matter what area you're in. It's a hard thing to do. So big ups to him for rushing over 2,000 yards back then. And he was Rookie of the Year. His first year in the NFL, he had 1,000 yards on the ground as a rookie. He averaged 3.6 yards a carry. Around 96, injuries started catching up with him. In his career, kind of like plateaued off at that point in time, man. But he was a great player. He was drafted by the Chicago Bears, man. And I remember meeting Rashawn Salam once upon a time, man, when I was in Pop Warner football. Just so happened that at the time I was in California, played for Skyline Pop Warner League in San Diego, California. Rashad Salam came through, and that was about the time I got a chance to meet him around that time. So that was pretty cool, man. I'll never forget that. We also had, as you guys all know, man, the Colorado legend himself, Kordell Stewart, a.k.a. Flash, a.k.a. Slash, a.k.a. whatever you want to call him, man. The guy did it all. He can kick the ball. He can punt the ball. He can throw the ball, as we all know. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball, man. The guy did it all, man. The guy was shit. The guy was a video game player. Basically, the guy was a created video game player, man, and did it all. And if you played Madden back in the days when Kordell was on the game, you played with Kordell Stewart. You didn't care what type of arm strength they gave him, man, but because he can get out the pocket, he can run, he can make people miss. You play with Kordell Stewart as your quarterback. I always play with fast quarterbacks, man. When Vic was out, I played with Vic as my quarterback all the time, or at least a quarterback that's mobile. That's always been my type of game when I play. So I played with those type of guys, man, when I play the game. So Kordell did his thing, as we all know. Kordell's 6'1", 218-pound quarterback / receiver. He came out 91. He went to Colorado from 91 to 94. He was also in that 95 draft, man. So that's 3 first-round players. No, I'm sorry. That's 2 first-round players right there. Kordell went second round. Excuse me. He was the number 60th pick in the second round. But those are 3 caliber players right there, man, that went to the league and had an opportunity to prevail, man, and succeed. He played with the Steelers from 95 to 2002, Chicago Bears 2003. Then he went to the Baltimore Ravens 2004 to 2005. Kordell was also selected to the Pro Bowl 2001. He was the second team All-American in school as well, man, back in 1994. His career NFL stats, he had over 14,000 passing yards and threw for 77 touchdowns. So just wanted to kind of bring that information to you guys, man, after kicking off the combine. And I wish all these players the best of luck, man. But unfortunately, only Zay Weaver from Colorado was in this combine, and we all want to see him do great, man. So if you guys don't tune into nothing else, man, tune in to Big Play Zay, man. Hey, let's go Zay, man. Everybody need to cheer. Everybody cheer Zay on, man, and wish him the best. And he's going to have a successful NFL future, man, ahead of him, man. With that being said, man, thank you guys for checking your boy out. You know who it is, man. The Legend 5 coming back at you. Stay locked in with your boy. Peace.